What is going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to the recap. We got the final major of the year. I'm excited, man. If we're being honest, man, it's an important tournament for all of these teams. I'm not trying to yap too much, but y'all already know the Beto fashion. Yap City year. Man, must win matches for these three teams, or actually four teams I'm gonna mention here, but three teams that need to win, that have to win: Rocker, Cloud9, and OpTic. OpTic at the moment, I think they're sitting, I didn't write down the points, but I think they're sitting 40 or 30 points ahead of Minnesota. But this tournament is but this tournament is what it's literally up for everything for these teams. I know I zoomed it out, but yo, OpTic get win plus 10 points. I think that you get the automatic finish of a top 6, I think. So I think that's plus 20, I would say. But still, I think the first matchup is the important one. Enough yapping. Let's get right to it. It started with match number 1. The Minnesota Rocker against the Miami Heretics, and man, this is a must win. But here based on my analysis, on my pick'ems, you know, they're all opinions, they're all yours. In mine, you look at Miami, 5-0. You look at Minnesota, I believe they're 2-3. I think they went 2-3. I believe. I'm not too sure. I don't want to jinx it, or not jinx it. What's the word? I don't want to be misquoted. But yeah, you know what I mean. Rocker, you know, you don't win all your matches. Miami wins all their matches. You go to LAN, you perform very well in Miami. So I think this Miami squad is gonna have the LAN composure within them. Yeah, you got Kenny popping off, pulled off that flawless. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone's seen that. And hey, I got that going game 5, but taken by the hands of Miami. And then moving on, Thieves surge. I want to say, I think Vancouver at this point, you know what you're doing. You've lost to this Thieves team before in the final. I think they just lost to them in the league as well. But in my head, the way I'm kind of seeing this play through, low key, Vancouver pulls off the upset. They hear me out. They take both searches. I think either the first hard point or the fourth hard point, or the second hard point, sorry. Either those two get thrown in the mix, right? One of them wins either one, or one of them, or Thieves win both. But I think Search, it's going to be the reason that team wins. Moving on, FaZe, Cloud9, you know, non-biased stuff here. Cloud9, of course, they just beat FaZe on LAN, I think last tournament, right? Was that? I believe so. Or was that on? No, yeah, that was last tournament. Probably losers I'm not sure. But I think FaZe, you know, you're still on heat, you're on fire. No one's beating you at the moment. And I think it goes, oh, sorry. I was about to say it goes 3-0, but no, it doesn't. I got it going game 5. Why? Because Cloud9 has been playing good. The subs they made, you know, they're in the winners. Is it doable? It's possible. They did it before. I don't see it happening again, to be honest. But if that upset happens, and it's like, because I honestly see OpTic beating Ultra again. Probably not in the sweep, but like probably 3-1, 3-2 maybe. But if this matchup happens here, Cloud9 versus OpTic, either or, I think if this were to happen, the winner would advance to champs. Because like I said, they can still make it. Cloud9 can still make it. OpTic can still make it. Either or, I think both can still kind of make it. Well, I mean, maybe less Cloud9. Cloud9 have to win the whole tournament. But, because I was going to say earlier, Boston are in the reach, right? They're right there. If OpTic somehow place top 2, win the tournament, top 3, any of those 3, they get shot up in CDL points, right? And that drops down Ravens, Boston. I think Miami's close, but they're winning this series right here, so they're going up slowly. But damn, that would be crazy. That would be crazy. Other than that, I mean, I still have FaZe winning that in 5. And as we move on to losers, I'm surprised this Boston team is in losers. If I'm being honest, I'm surprised. It felt like they've been playing phenomenally. They've been playing good, and for that reason, Rocker, I'm sorry, but chances are champs are done, eliminated in losers round 1 to the Boston Breach, which, I mean, it seems possible. It seems realistic, right? Boston have been playing good. Maybe not, because they're in losers. But moving on, Thieves, Vegas. As much as you want to see the Vegas Falcons do something, you know, I think they made changes too late within the season. If stuff went on early and they picked up guys other than Pred, because I know Pred was an OpTic until like Major 2. But I mean, if Vegas made some changes early on, or at least bring in some academy players, you know, I'm pretty sure they have good players. But like, GG's, we'll see you guys next year, you know. At the same time, I'll see you guys in ESC, EWC, Esports, the World Cup, because ESWC is the other league thingy stuff. Cloud9, Gorillas, you know, the point killers, it doesn't matter. Cloud9 beats them. Boom, boom, boom. Ravens, Ultra, a match you wouldn't expect to be in losers. You know, this is a winners match, winners final most likely. But I think the struggles continue with the Ravens squad. They probably get a point in, but I don't see them winning against Toronto at the moment. And then Boston, Thieves, similar situation. The Thieves are on fire. Yeah, they lose to the Surge, but at the same time, you playing against Thieves, right? You're playing against the Thieves, and nothing else really to say. You see the way they play. Cloud9, Toronto. I mean, if we're being honest here, the way Toronto's been playing and Cloud9, it's gonna be that's probably the most even matchup I have going on in my head at the moment. Go game 5, Cloud9 loses, most likely finishes their chances at champs right there. They only get 1 point off of the win from the last series, but OpTic already, you know what I mean, chat. You know what I mean. Winners round 2, the Heretics against the Surge. I think Surge does it again. They make it to their 3rd grand finale. Damn. You could say Surge or Miami. I'm giving it to Miami. They're 5-0 going game 5. My head told me instantly, give me my vamos. It told me right away they're winning. OpTic, FaZe, call me crazy, but the way they've been playing recently, yes, FaZe have been, you know, the more dominant side, but I think the story flips this season. I mean, this at this part of the season, you know. Call me crazy, but I feel for a fact the boys are gonna be shooting. And man, you got some crazy round 3 matches. FaZe, Thieves, Vancouver versus Toronto. The battle of, you know, East and West Coast, you could say. And brothers, the way I see this going down, I think FaZe take game 1, Thieves take game 2, game 3 Thieves, game 4 Atlanta, and then the Search. I think the boy Hydra goes crazy. If I'm being honest. The way it's playing out perfectly in my head. The Thieves get it done. Vancouver versus Toronto moves on. I think you get the I'm sorry Toronto, but I think you get the rematch. I say you get the rematch of the stage 3 finals. Thieves surge it once again. The upset doesn't come in this time. I think Thieves take down Surge. You know, this match happened in round 1. They meet up again round 4, and LA pops off. You know, moving on, you got your winners final, Miami versus OpTic Texas. I mean, you're in Dreamhack. You kind of have the home crowd buff cheese, as they say. You know, I think they take it in game 5. Call me crazy, but Major 4 finals has the green wall within it. Elimination finals is up next. I think this match happened, right? No, it did not. This match did not happen within the groups, and for that reason, I think this Thieves team is on fire. Boom, back-to-back grand finals. And ladies and gents, the stage is set. OpTic versus Atlanta. Oh, whoa. The stage is set, ladies and gents. OpTic versus the LA Thieves. And man, oh man, do we go back to the first major of the season, or qualifiers, you could say. That OpTic versus Thieves matchup. That win in game 5, I believe. I think Kenny was the reason they won that, man. But you got a great rivalry right here. You know, you have basically former teammates, right? You have Envoy meeting back with the Huntsman crew, the OpTic Chicago boys. You got him in the squad, right? You got Ghosty meeting back with his OpTic boys. Hydra, who could have been an OpTic. Scrap, I believe, who could have been as well. But same with the other teams. Like, Dashy came from OGLA, right? That's technically the Thieves, if you think about it. But enough yapping. Game 1, green wall. Game 2, I think they just run it up. You know, it's search and destroy. But then, boom, boom, you win 3 in a row. You win 2 in a row. Boom. You get that in, but OpTic take it. I believe so. We're going to lock it in right there. Save the prediction. Submit. You see that clearly. And I do believe the bounce back is here. You lose that one match. Who was that against? Against Boston? Oh, no. Against the Gorillas. Even Boston, you could say, if I'm being honest. I'm being all biased here now. But if you're being honest with yourself, like, even with myself, that Gorillas match, yeah, they lost off some Fugazi, but yo, they had those 2 hard points. That map was 1-4-1, or yeah, 4-1. It could have been 3-2, but yeah, Gorillas win that match in 5. But you do little fixes, man, and I think this OpTic team is slowly picking the pieces and they're putting it together. And call me crazy, but I see them bouncing back, man. I see it happening. As for champs, that's a whole different story. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Deuces, peace, adios.